Welcome back to Teacher Training in 10 with Shannon Gray. I'm the founder of Exciting Teacher and a former primary school teacher who now works for children's mental health in the NHS, alongside running the Exciting Teacher Hub. In today's Teacher Training in 10, I'm going to keep you for no more than 10 minutes-ish, and we're going to be exploring how to practically grow growth mindset in the classroom with some practical strategies for you to go away and try from today. Let's get stuck in. Before we get stuck into the practical strategies, let's explore a little bit more around what is growth mindset. And I have already uploaded a full video around growth mindset and kind of exploring that in your classroom. If you'd like to watch that video, it's linked down below for you to watch. So a child-friendly definition of growth mindset is growth mindset means knowing you can get better at something with practice, time, and learning from our mistakes. So the idea is the more that we repeat a task, the more that we give something a try, we are likely to get better at that over time. And key is learning from our mistakes, our setbacks, and our failures. So we learn from those experiences to help us move forward and push forward with that skills and knowledge that we're trying to learn. So in our classrooms, we need to be spotting the children who are showing growth mindset and the children who are showing fixed mindset. And we need to identify those children that need support in being able to grow the growth mindset. So it's possible for every child to develop this over time, but for some children, they are more, they're floating in either the growth mindset category or they're in the fixed mindset category. So if you've got children in your class that are showing an effort to build new skills, they're showing perseverance, they're accepting criticism as something to learn from, they have a desire to learn new things and try out new things, and they are building their ability, their skills, and their knowledge slowly through time, then they are more likely to be showing growth mindset. For the children that are showing fixed mindset, on the other hand, these are the children who avoid challenges, they ignore feedback, they don't want to hear it, they don't want to listen to the feedback. They have a desire to look smart and clever and intelligent, and if they're not looking smart, clever, or intelligent, then they're not wanting to try in the first place. They give up easily and they often don't finish tasks, and they don't believe that they can do it. So they've got a limiting kind of belief, a fixed mindset that's holding them back in trying new things. So these are the two kind of children that we're kind of looking for, generally speaking. Of course, there's variants and variations of this too, but you are probably thinking right now of children in your class that would fall into one of these categories in one way or another. So we're going to be exploring how we move from a fixed mindset into a growth mindset and why that is important. Why does building growth mindset matter in the classroom? So why do we need to give the children these skills to have a growth mindset over a fixed mindset? Well, growth mindset supports building resilience, it encourages persistence and perseverance. My goodness, we'll get there in the end. It improves learning outcomes and kind of children achieving the things that we need them to achieve. It reduces the fear of failure, so children will not be put back by setbacks or things when it doesn't go to plan. They're going to pick themselves back up again and try again. And it's also going to boost overall emotional well-being, which is key to kind of making children into successful adults. We want children to be able to bounce back from setbacks and just to dust themselves off and get on with it, whilst also being aware of their own emotional well-being and their own emotional needs at the same time. So we need children to understand that, sometimes things don't go to plan, but that's okay. We can work through that together through this growth mindset attitude. Now let's get stuck into those growth mindset practical strategies. So the first practical strategy that I have for you to use in your classroom is something called change your chat. And the idea is that this strategy is going to support children with reinforcing positive self-talk, using a visual kind of setup, and to build growth mindset overall. So the idea is that we get children to record maybe their fixed mindset sentence of, I cannot do it, it's too difficult. That might be kind of what they're saying initially. And then we can support them to swap that, to reframe it, to change their chat into a more growth mindset kind of sentence. So I cannot do that yet. I'm going to need some extra support. Or I cannot do this just yet as I'm still learning how to do it. I'm not sure how to approach this maths question, so I'm going to use the resources around me to support me. So the idea is that we take whatever that fixed mindset that I cannot do this, or this is too difficult, this is too overwhelming, and we change that chat into something more positive, supportive, and growth mindset driven. So we can show that visually on a child's desk, so printing this off and sticking it to their desk. So if they are sharing something that's feeling a bit like, I can't do this, you can then support them to change their chat to help get them through that tricky moment that they are facing. Okay, growth mindset practical strategy number 2 is all around the effort spotlight. So, this strategy is going to build a classroom culture where efforts are celebrated over perfection or outcomes of tasks to ensure a growth mindset kind of ethos is echoed throughout your classroom environment. So, think of these as almost like exit slips or celebration certificates, but in a more growth mindset focused way, which supports mental health, well-being, resilience, and all that good stuff. So instead of focusing on an outcome or a achievement, we're going to be focusing on effort. So how much effort did you put in? We're going to celebrate the amount of effort that you've put into a task by sharing it on a little kind of slip that kind of highlights that or spotlights that kind of achievement. And this could be filled out, weekly, daily. It might be things just as you spot it happening in your classroom and it's handed out ad hoc and there's no kind of set time for when we hand these out. It might be things that are maybe popped onto children's desks so they're giving tasks a try to show that we are acknowledging and we are seeing the effort that they are putting in. And that is what we celebrate in our classroom, is the effort, not the outcome. Growth mindset practical strategy number 3 is try 3 before me. And for this strategy, it's going to be encouraging independence, resilience, problem solving skills before relying on adult support with independent tasks. So, if you have a conga line of children asking you for help that kind of follow you around the classroom, this is the perfect strategy. So, if you're not already doing it in your classrooms, implementing a system where children are expected to try 3 things before they come and ask you. And you can either use the preset posters that we have in the Exciting Teacher Hub, or maybe you would like to kind of create it kind of on the go as per each lesson. So it might be things like, independently stop, think, pause. What is it that you need to do? Do you have everything that you need? Is there somewhere that you can look around your classroom for kind of help and support? Step 2 might be ask a friend. Step 3 might be ask a friend on another table, or maybe see if you can go back through your work to kind of work out what you need to be doing before you come and ask me as the teacher. So we need to give children the kind of step by steps that we would expect them to achieve before they, or try out before they come and ask us. Because the chances are they're going to find their answer somewhere else. So they're going to find that answer before they even get to you. That reduces your conga line, gives you the time to support the children that you need to support, and allows children to grow that independence, that resilience, and that problem solving skills needed for growth mindset. So we've got a few resources for this in the Exciting Teacher Hub, and you will find them all linked down below as well for you to go and check out. But there's multiple different ways of doing this. It can be quite flexible, or you can use the preset posters. And growth mindset practical strategy number 4 is all around using our learning voice. So this strategy promotes daily reflection around persistence, perseverance, not giving up on tasks, struggles and growths, so kind of learning academically, personally, emotionally, socially, through reflection and journaling. So each day, children can be given a prompt, such as the one shown here, where it will show kind of 2 options. They can choose one and then finish the sentence in maybe a journal, or it might be that this is printed off and they can complete it, or complete it on a whiteboard, for example, or maybe talk it through with a friend. And the idea is to develop a learning voice that we can then support us in times when we need it. So a learning voice is almost like growth mindset, but in our head on the go all the time. So it's like all those positive self-talk strategies that we want children to develop, the ability to kind of talk and coach themselves through situations based on previous learning experiences. So this is a way of developing the learning voice in the classroom in a very easy, practical strategy way. And again, if you'd like this, it's in the Exciting Teacher Hub. I'll link it down below. If you are a teacher and you have children in your class that are really struggling with feeling very overwhelmed by tasks, then the steps approach is going to be perfect for you. This is a signature Exciting Teacher Hub Plus strategy, and it's all around kind of breaking down really overwhelming big tasks into small and manageable steps that children can then literally follow and tick off as they go to help them achieve that end goal. So it's going to support with that growth mindset, that resilience, that perseverance to get through a task, but also support them in being able to break down a task into very small and manageable chunks. So rather than go sit at your desk and write an A4 page about the Vikings, we would break that down into really small, manageable steps so they can actually achieve that goal of being able to write a page, half a page, whatever it might be, about the Vikings. So it's kind of a step-by-step process. You'll find more about this in the Exciting Teacher Hub. This is for Plus members only. link obviously is down below. You know this by now. I've repeated it multiple times in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, you'll find it down below if you'd like to find out more, and I'd love to see you there. Here are some more resources that are going to support you with building that growth mindset in your classroom. Again, you're going to find all of these on the Exciting Teacher Hub, and that link is below. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. I'm so sorry. But there are 700 resources on there that are really going to help you with this. Hence why I'm talking about it quite a lot. So if you would like to find out more, it's all linked. It's all linked down below. Down below, you'll find it all down below. If you use the code YouTube, you're going to get 10% off too. Check it out. Check it out. The other thing I'm going to mention as well whilst I'm here is there is a freebie as well down below, which is a Calm Classroom toolkit or a Calm Classroom ideas bank to help you with creating a classroom that is the Calm Classroom of Dreams. Whoa, you can tell that we're coming to the end of the video and I've been doing lots of talking. I'm so sorry. Okay, onwards. Here is some more resources gold from the Exciting Teacher Plus portal found in the hub. And this is the Wellbeing Nook, which is a collection of interactive digital resources supporting emotional regulation, emotional literacy, and topics such as growth mindset as well. And they're all interactive games, interactive videos, kind of supporting children in the classroom on the go, grab and go. And yeah, all this goodness is in the Exciting Teacher Hub for Plus members. So, like I said, YouTube is going to get you 10% off. And just like that, we've reached the end of this Teacher Training in 10 video exploring practical ways to support growth mindset in your classroom or home, depending on where you're coming to watch this video from. And hopefully there's something in there that you'll be able to adopt into your practice and support you to support children with developing their growth mindset. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or anything that you would like covered in future training, definitely leave a comment down below because I am taking requests for training videos on here. As part of the Exciting Teacher ethos is all around supporting the community in the best way that we possibly can, which involves answering any questions that you might have related to mental health, wellbeing, or emotional literacy. So drop them down below in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm uploading teacher training videos on here every single Monday, so keep an eye out for them. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.